The Windows recovery environment, also called Windows RE, contains automatic repair tools that may be able to help you recover the system after a computer failure. Windows RE also contains options for administrators and tech specialists, such as access to the command prompt, the ability to recover using a system image disk, and options to access the firmware for UEFI settings, among other things. You may be able to boot to the recovery environment from Settings, Recovery and Advanced Options if your computer configuration supports it. There are other ways to enter the RE environment. You can hold down the Shift key while you click Restart to reboot the computer. You can use settings mentioned earlier, or you can boot using recovery media like a recovery disk. I prefer to use a physical disk myself because most computers are already configured to boot to the disk automatically and will do so without difficulty. Windows RE will automatically start in certain instances too. For example, after 2 consecutive failed boot attempts, or 2 unexpected shutdowns that occur within 2 minutes of boot completion, you'll see the RE environment. It will also happen when the computer encounters a secure boot error on any computer, or a BitLocker error on touch devices. When you get to the recovery environment, what you see depends on your computer setup. If you have devices connected that Windows recognizes, like USB drives and DVD drives, you'll see an option named Use a Device. We don't have that option here, but if you do, you can select it and choose the device to boot to. You'll see this option if you've already inserted a recovery disk or system image disk too. But what I'd like to show you here are the options under Troubleshoot. You're probably familiar with some of these tools. System Restore lets you choose a restore point. This will enable you to return your computer to a stable state, when perhaps only a few days passed. Another good choice is Startup Repair. With this option, the startup files are restored and repaired, and problems with startup can be resolved quite easily. You can also change startup settings if you see the option. You can enable safe mode, for instance, or disable automatic restart on system failures. If you believe you can resolve a problem yourself, say by using safe mode or by uninstalling new device drivers or recently installed programs, this could be a good option for you. System image recovery is another option. If you have a system image disk that isn't too old, a system image disk is like a picture of the system state. You can also access UEFI firmware settings if you have that sort of system, so that leaves the command prompt. If you're good here, perhaps with knowledge of command line tools, such as BCD Edit and BCD Boot, this might be a good option for you. Finally, there's a new option to go back to the previous build. I think this will become a popular option as Windows updates and upgrades become more fluid when Windows is just Windows and is no longer Windows 7, 8, or 10. With this option, you'll be able to undo an upgrade if you have problems with it. So think about the problem you're having before you make a choice. If it's a recent problem, System Restore might work fine. If it's a startup issue, try Startup Repair. A system image recovery disk, if available, is also a good choice. Make sure to consider all angles and then click the desired option to work through whatever process is required.